Hello, I'm Professor Brian O'Brien in the Department of English at William Paterson University. I teach medieval studies and linguistics, but I'm also the faculty advisor to the English Honours Society, Sigma Tau Delta. Every year we have an induction ceremony for the new members of the Honours Society, and during this ceremony we also honour the awardees in the department who have received prizes for excellent fiction, poetry, non-fiction, and a special prize also for the highest GPA of our majors. The ongoing pandemic means that we can't have this ceremony in person like we normally do, so instead we've decided to have it online. And being the faculty advisor for Sigma Tau Delta, that makes me the MC for this year's induction ceremony. And without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Phoebe Jackson, who is our outgoing department head, who wants to speak to you a little bit about our honorees and the prizes.
Hello, my name is Professor Phoebe Jackson, and I am outgoing chair of the English department here at William Paterson University. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Sigma Tau Delta Honor Society for this academic year. Your induction into this venerable honor society means a number of things. First, that you have excelled academically in all of your English classes here at the university, and in so doing, you represent the top 30% of your class. It also suggests that you know the value of reading literature and its importance in helping us to better understand the world around us, allowing us to see life from different perspectives. And finally, that you understand the value of writing that enables us to express who we are as people. Today, through your induction into the Sigma Tau Delta Honor Society, you are individually promoting the value of literature, language, and writing. Congratulations to all of you who have achieved this great academic honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson. And all of us in the English department wish you the very best going forward. Now, very quickly, I would like to introduce you to Barbara Cease, our incoming department head, who will be taking on her new role on June 1st of this year.
Congratulations to this year's honorees on your academic accomplishments. Your scholarly achievements reflect not only your intellect and hard work, but also a belief in your own capacity to learn and grow as a person. All of the time you've spent reading, writing, and thinking, struggling with new concepts, and then breaking through to those aha moments have paid off and will continue to pay off well into your future. We in the English department are truly impressed with your dedication to achieving your goals, and we're grateful too for what we've learned from sharing classroom space or Zoom screens with you. I look forward to seeing you on campus in the fall. Congratulations if you're graduating, and please keep in touch. We'd love to know where you go next.
Victoria Castro Giovanni, congratulations on your induction into the Alpha Epsilon Psi chapter of Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honours Society.
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to say thanks to all the English professors that have helped me throughout my years of my education here at William Paterson University. They taught me how to be creative in different ways I've never been creative in before. So.
I'm Professor Liu, and this year's English Department Writing Award winners all wrote and submitted work inside the pandemic, inside what we might call the new normal. Kristen Rodriguez's poem, 22 in a Blizzard, captures what a birthday night out at a bar might feel like now. Amira Elian wanders further afield in her story, Giselle, getting up close with a Korean immigrant surviving a romantic breakup. And in Clinical Undiagnosis, Ian Stafford examines what he and his wife, Vicky, must face when navigating a patriarchal medical system. Sensitive to the times that we are living in, each of these works shows a vitality fueled by our lockdowns, each writer emerging stronger from the cocoon of their art.
New Jersey's rain. Rain pummels onto the windshields of cars huddled along the Garden State Parkway. Honking horns, the stopping, the starting, waiting, even screeching brakes cannot drown out the patter of beads on Jersey's rough tarmac. Somewhere in Paterson, teenagers in hand-me-down jeans run for cover under a bodega's hood, cursing out their maniacal wetness. Heavy pills of water cling to a lonely wooden bench that lines the walkway of Anderson Park. A young couple cling to each other, hiding beneath a milky blue umbrella, evading the kisses of droplets that threaten to soak their shoulders. Children wade out in the rain, not bothering with jackets or boots, stomping like a marching band through dirty puddles collecting at the sides of the gum-stamped sidewalk. A disheveled suburban mom frowns through her mottled window as she cuts fat from tonight's chicken breasts, thinking about tomorrow's dinner. 22 in a blizzard. In my other life, masks were reserved for Halloween, and my 22nd birthday would be spent slugging down shots of Jose in a dirt-cheap bar until I puked, surrounded by new friends, chanting incoherent verses from songs we didn't really know on repeat. Not a lick of snow would fall on what is the now caked ground. In this life, my birthday is the half-empty glass of Cabernet sitting on my cluttered bedside table. Outside, misty windows, wages another blizzard. In that other life, I'm stupidly happy, brisk air against my cheeks, relief from the bar's bodily heat, which in this life, in this little town with little homes, harboring little lives, I now crave.
Ashley Shoemaker, on behalf of Sigma Tau Delta, I would like you to welcome you into the International English Honours Society. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank God for bringing me to this opportunity and my parents for their unending support. Thank you.
When my shop gets a call from home, it can be joyous. Tiny voices on the other end of the line eager to relay a happy event, or stressful. Appliance failures, landlord troubles, a myriad of other joys of adult life. This call was the latter. Nothing prepares you for the gut check at hearing your child say, "Dad, Mom needs you to come home. She's on the bathroom floor." Healthcare was something I had always taken for granted until I met my wife. For the entirety of our relationship, she's been plagued by lingering health issues. The biggest of these, migraines, are something that at worst best make her move slow throughout the day, and at worst completely knock her out of commission. Aside from the obvious frustration this causes, the most nagging one leaves any relief bittersweet. For all our time together attempting to figure this out, no doctor has been able to pinpoint the root cause of the issues. She's heard, but ushered out the door with platitudes and false hope. Walking away from a doctor so many times that empty-handed makes you feel like you're being gaslit by an entire industry. This is compounded further by the fact she is not alone in this intention. In the world, a vast majority of women have found themselves on the receiving end of improper reactions toward their maladies. Before we started dating, I'd never confronted with the possibility that equal treatment didn't exist at the doctor's office. For the first time, I accompanied her to an appointment, to our most recent health emergency. Our story is tangible evidence that has convinced me that the medical field has critically failed a significant number of women.
Stacey Swazo, on behalf of Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honours Society, I would like to formally induct you into the Alpha Epsilon Psi chapter of the Honours Society here at William Paterson University.
Oh my gosh, yay! I can't believe that, I'd just love to be able to acknowledge one of my professors, Professor Newton. He has been an absolute wonder and a gift from this glorious university. Without him, I'm not sure I would have been able to make it this far, but he's been so kind and understanding. I've taken so many classes with him because of that. So thank you, Professor Newton.
The quiet trail of July leads Giselle back to Siena, hoping to show her new parent-approved boyfriend the sights of an ancient city. Half of her was luxuriating in hopes of finding Koa, who she'd felt she'd lost as swiftly as she'd gained. It was her fault. She wanted to blame him for all the pain she felt over this, all the hurt that weighed down on her heart and soul. He had loved her so deeply, Giselle could not accept it. She did not deserve it. She had trouble believing she ever could, and so she settles for a man who is half of Koa. Koa was so docile and thin-seeming, who had a kind and shimmering smile. Koa was the light of her life. He was not what her parents considered to be manly. Her boyfriend was. He was ridiculed by her friends for being thin, for being too nice, for having an interest in braiding her hair because it comforted him to hold her and lavish her after a long day. And they were so different. He was from a well-to-do Asian family made up of scientists and intellectuals. His theology on the world was so big and so general. If someone had asked her, his heart was too kind and perhaps too naive. She was from a well-to-do Black family in Chicago, one that fought both tooth and nail for what they had. She would never say Koa didn't receive injustice too, that if he lived in America, he might have experienced it as well, but her family told her time and time again that he would not understand, that he could not understand, and that he was not like them. That this was just a thing he would get over, but they weren't villains, and they just had her best interests at heart. It fed into her being and her soul and her heart, but surely he was still there working on his book. So Giselle travels up the path to his old house in Siena, where she had made a million memories, one she would store forever, and she felt overwhelmed with joy at the thought of seeing him, so overwhelmed with passion at the idea of him. Giselle was not a villain, no, not at all. Rather, she was a woman of circumstance. She had loved him too. She just didn't know how. She had adored him too, just was not always adept at showing him. He was so open, and she was so closed off. She steps up to the gates, and her devastation is imminent as she sees the house is vacant with a lease sign in the grass, a reduced price sign the tenants had left early. She holds the gate gingerly, and for a moment she can see him walking out the door in his favorite white fleece coat, smiling at something David says before shutting the door, and then looks to find her waiting for him and being overjoyed. How he'd run over to the gate, how he'd kiss her so tenderly. Giselle is from the Germanic word Gisel, which means hostage, something Koa had once told her and taunted her about when she told her what her family thinks, what her friends say. You're hostage to what other people say, he'd said once. Perhaps you should let it go, and you'll feel better. What people think, that means nothing. What you think about yourself, your life, your loved ones, that's a matter of importance, Elle. She never considered herself important, but maybe if she did see herself as important, she would have seen him sooner. She wouldn't have broken his heart. She wasn't a villain, she insists to herself. Just a woman of circumstance. And perhaps circumstance is what breaks human spirit after all. She concludes as she walks away after a few minutes, being forced into leaving Koa behind. And perhaps he had been held hostage too. Was he free now?
Ian Stafford, I would like to congratulate you on your initiation into the Alpha Epsilon Psi chapter of Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honours Society. Congratulations!
Thank you so much. I would like to thank my family for being so patient with me throughout my collegiate career. It's a great honor. Thank you.
I am happy to announce the winner of the Fort Mano Award for this academic year, 2020-21. Fort Mano, a longtime professor in the English department, endowed this award to honor his parents. Each year, the Helen and Philip Mano Award is given to the graduating English major with the highest grade point average in English courses. This year's winner is Kelly Sotomayor. Congratulations, Kelly. We're very thrilled for you.
I'm Kelly Sonnemeyer. I'm a double major in English literature and media production. My favorite thing of William Paterson has been all the friends that I've made.